was.
This week's podcast is coming to you from Ray's Shadow Legends.
Once again, as well as our previous sponsor, they're still going strong.
Which was
Pornhub.
Yep.
Yeah.
And now new sponsor, Triangles.
Because there's so many of them going around.
Triangles. Billions of them. Billions.
I remember the day when it was just polygons. Do you remember, Dale?
Does anybody remember,
remember
gas
the
powered
day.
TV?
When Unreal was just a fucking game. Not a goddamn engine. What?
Oh, this is awkward now.
Yeah, this is... Why did we go Why did we go silent? Lloyd asked something.
fault.
And I said, what? What did you say, idiot?
No, I was talking and nobody spoke over me. So
Well, you got to speak over us. We're loud people.
I did. Right, this is a follow-up podcast to the absolute shit show of an Xbox conference, this first one that they done. I understand they got all summer, but they showed a lot of gameplay footage.
Yeah. What? Why did he just go? Did he go? Did he mute? What happened?
I wanted your reactions on what you thought about the gameplay footage.
Well, you should have asked that.
You should have fucking said so.
We should all be... No.
You went completely silent, and I was like, what just happened? Everybody okay? Okay. My reactions, the Titanfall game-inspired thing that fight samurai looks cool.
The one-man band.
Yeah, one guy made that. Have you seen that, Kris, Andy?
What game? What was this?
I don't know. It's got like a crazy name. Lloyd, can you look it up?
I will look it up for you right now.
It was made by one guy. It looks like Titanfall, and it plays a lot like it, but you fight like samurai warriors. And you can like drive a car. And it was made by one guy.
Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid. That's the that's it. That's the name.
Legend. It was also classed as the best game in show as well, apparently. But to be honest,
it was the only game that showed gameplay.
It was the only game. Yeah.
Well, it wasn't the only one. There was like a couple like Bandai Namco had like a game. What was it? Something Scarlet, some nonsense anime game.
It was something like that. It was. Sorry, I'm a bit delayed on getting
Jesus
things up.
Professional.
Basically, this
Absolute
conference was so shit, we've been struggling to find anything to talk about.
True. It is true.
It wasn't the best of starts from them.
Well, they had like so many like predictions like going up to it. That's why like we like chimed in with our predictions.
Yeah.
They came out with like nothing.
There was nothing. It was Bright Memory.
Unnecessary.
The game was called.
Bright Memory, yeah.
Yeah. There was a bit of a DeLorean looking feel to the car. No, it doesn't seem. Well, it's like we said, it's like one guy has made it. I think it's like the first game that's coming out. There was also a new Dirt game, Dirt 5, that was then announced after it.
Oh yeah.
They just showed a trailer for that again. They didn't really show much.
I think it was just a cinematic trailer, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just cinematic. Well, they said it was in-game engine, which makes me laugh because they always say that, and it's like, yeah, okay, but it's not gameplay footage.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about the really freaky trailer after it, which is the game Scorn? Did anybody see that at all? Where like the third eye opened and towards the end. And
I don't even remember that.
No, I think you zoned out. It's like the thing just pops out of his skull, right
Kris
at the end.
and Andy, did you guys watch the Xbox showcase?
No.
Wait, there was a showcase?
I did not.
That's fine.
On it,
We're catching you up We're catching you up in like about 5 minutes anyway. It was an hour long, and there was genuinely like nothing in it. So
Scorn looked really, because it was some really creepy looking shit in it.
Yeah, it was a really creepy looking trailer. They showed something explode out of the person's head, or whatever this was, head, and then it just came up with the title of the game, and then it went off.
Yeah, Scorn is an upcoming first-person shooter horror game developed by EBB Software for
Nice
Microsoft
fucking
Windows and
Wikipedia
Xbox
you
Series
have there,
X.
man.
Thanks, Wiki.
Jesus Christ.
Mm.
We are professionals.
The player
they
controls
showed-
a strange skinless humanoid. That's something.
Yeah, it's not advertising anymore, and they've got.
Well, there was one game there that, I think you want to talk about.
There was a sci-fi game after it. No, we're going through the list.
We're not going through the list, man. I refuse to go through the list. The list sucks.
The list is not great. The one game I want to talk about.
Yeah. You were super hyped for it.
Oh, the new football game that they're bringing out, the American football
Jesus
game.
Christ, what is wrong with this man? The only game he's played for the last few months, they announced a new one, and he doesn't have a name for it.
I gotta build up the tension for it, Dale.
No, we ain't gonna do
You
shit.
don't understand.
Cool.
But yes, Dale, you are right. The game that I'm most looking forward to that they announced, which was probably the highlight of the whole showcase, was Yakuza. They're bringing a new Yakuza game out. I can't remember the title of it. It's got literally
Like
superpowers.
You
More
discovered
superpowers.
Yakuza like 3 weeks ago. And
I
now-
discovered it a month ago. Just get it right.
Yeah, get it right. And it was an extra week.
and now you're excited because they've announced that they might be releasing a new one.
It's yeah. It's funny though. It's like I'm only into this game because I found it on the Xbox Game Pass. I don't think I want to spend money on the game.
No, you don't want to spend money on it. You would not want to spend money on a Yakuza game, especially they are fucking ridiculous. Like,
But it's so ridiculous. It's fun.
but I go at my brother for playing the game, and now you playing it. So
Your brother has good taste in video games.
no,
Though.
he doesn't. No, it's like gonna say he has good taste in television, and then fucking Robot Chicken. You're gonna say is a good whatever the fuck it is to watch.
Oh,
It's Robot
wait,
Chicken.
Robot Chicken's still going?
Yes, it is. Apparently so.
I am old. All right.
The Yakuza Remastered Collection's currently out, and you can get Yakuza 5 as part of that. That's what Lloyd's been playing.
How much is that? No, I've been playing Yakuza 0.
These things
Lloyd,
are-
you couldn't have just accepted that and just moved on.
Wait,
You just had to correct
many
it and make you
Yakuzas
look
are
like an
there?
idiot.
You're
Yes.
wait, there's a fifth one, but you're playing 0.
Yeah.
Did it start at 0 or?
No. I don't think
Okay, moving on.
Don't question it. Just move on.
Moving along swiftly. Assassin's Creed was there.
Yeah, gameplay
Yeah.
from them as well.
Oh, how did it look?
We gotta stop calling it gameplay. They've got to stop calling it gameplay.
They
Gameplay
have come out and
engine,
apologized.
They should call it.
Was it actual gameplay or was it just
No.
No, it was as if you were watching cinematics.
So
To be
it was-
honest,
So it was the cinematics made with the in-game engine. okay,
Yes, that's
what
correct.
it
Yeah,
was.
that's exactly what it was. And
looks great though.
I think they also announced that it's not running at 60 frames per second. Like the Xbox
Yeah, they can only
Series
run it at
X
30, yeah.
only runs at 30.
Good lord.
Oh, these console peasants.
Which is fun. Like, I do not care, but a lot of people do, I guess. I don't know.
Apparently so. I mean, it doesn't make that big of a difference.
Honestly,
But,
games running
online
at
games,
60
in my
frames per
opinion.
second hurts my eyes. Like, I can't do it. I have to, like, turn them down, so...
The only game I ever noticed a difference in terms of frame rate was playing Battlefield 4
I-
on the
yeah.
360 and then switching over to playing it on the Xbox One. That was the only time I noticed it.
No,
I was gonna say
I knew we were
Battlefield. yeah.
very drunk at all of those times. Like, I don't think that was the frame rate.
I am a child of God. I don't drink.
So, I think
The
that was it for
Constitution
the showcase.
of the Republic of South Africa on
That
my
was it.
heart.
Wow, it really was bad.
That was literally it. They ended it with Assassin's Creed, and it didn't have any gameplay.
Did they not even like talk about the Destroy All Humans remake coming out?
Yes,
No,
they did.
didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, they did. I forgot. Yeah,
Okay,
they did.
so there was more. God damn it.
Listen, man, like it was so underwhelming that I forgot about. Some
Did
of the
you
stuff.
ever play those games though?
Yeah, I absolutely played Destroy All Humans. It was one of my favorite games when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When I was a teenager. I'm old.
Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's its name.
That's the
I
one.
did
Oh,
say-
there was
I
also a
did
first-person
say
shoot
that.
dinosaur game.
Oh yeah, made by the guys that made Battlefield.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
First person shooter. What is that? Turok or something?
No,
no.
I thought it was. I thought it was a remaster of Turok, but it's not. It's
I'll get
it's
it up for you
it's a
now.
three. It's a third. It's a. You play with a group of three,
Yeah,
and it's just a first person
Second
shoot.
Extinction
Second
is called.
Extinction.
I just remember playing
You
Turok
just-
on the PlayStation 1.
You just shoot dinosaurs.
Yeah, it's literally you. It looks like you colonize another planet, and you got to then like.
I think it's well. No, I think it's Earth.
What is it, like
I think
a-
dinosaurs
is it
have
multiplayer?
colonized Earth.
Game?
Oh, I'm
Second
not sure. it is.
Extinction.
Second Extinction is an intense 3-player online co-op FPS. Fucking okay.
Yeah.
Where you work as a team to take down large groups of savage, mutated dinosaurs. Fight through a maelstrom of bullets, bombs, teeth, claws, and gore. It's up to you to reclaim Earth. There we go. It's
Yeah.
Earth that is
Oh,
Earth.
there we
it
go.
is,
Yeah.
Thanks for sponsoring us again, Wiki.
Thanks, Wiki. They're like, donate, please. We're like, no, not today.
Please donate £1 to keep us
It's the
going.
same.
No.
It's the same as like 7-Zip guys and stuff like that. It's like, would you please donate? I don't think anyone does.
7-Zip guy. What are you on? Who?
Like WinRAR and 7-Zip. They're free to
All
use
right,
software
listen.
on the
You're a different generation altogether. I don't know what you were on about. Was that about it? We're
It was
breezing
pretty
through it, mate.
disappointing.
Pretty much, yeah.
Like you guys
Watching the
remember
game engine for Unreal was probably the only thing that I actually thought, wow, that's pretty neat.
Yeah, it looks.
Yeah.
Other than that, everything else was
Ooh.
pretty crap.
It wasn't even Xbox's thing.
I
that?
know.
No, I didn't even watch that thing properly. I skimmed through it. I was like, wow, that's pretty, and then I moved on.
Yep. I think that should be everybody's reaction to it. That's pretty.
Yeah.
It's
I didn't
never.
watch 11 minutes of gameplay that's like, wow, look at this dust on the ground.
No, I was fascinated by it
Look at
because
it.
they were like pointing out how it's like they've got like a dynamic lighting system where it's like
Lumen.
not only do you Lumen.
Lumen.
Not only do you have your day and night cycle, but it's like it reacts with
Nanite
like things that would
technology.
obstruct. It reacts with things that would
Triangles.
obstruct the light. Like for instance, if a bird was flying through the sky, it would create
Yeah.
a shadow. It's like
Yeah.
things like that. And then not only that, they had the audio side of it where it was like they've taken reverberation samples from the real world and implemented it into like virtual environments.
I like that. I like that. Sound engineer myself. It was really cool to hear about that.
Yeah, and then on top of that, just so many more triangles.
Triangles. Billions
Yeah.
of them.
100
100
billion, 100
billion.
million triangles.
At what point do you just say
Amazing
trillions?
gameplay
Just
resolution.
say trillions.
At what point you come up with a new like shape?
You don't. You just use triangles and you go back to squares at some point, don't you?
Well, the polygons are inside the triangles. Is that right?
I don't know. I was like, I sort of zoned out in the end. It was just like, yeah, it looks really good. I think was it rendered in the PS5
Yes.
game?
It was.
Yeah.
It was done live in a PS1.
Yeah, that's right. Which is
They,
quite impressive.
but
Any word on the price of the PS5? Is it gonna break
Nope.
the bank?
most likely.
It's going to break the bank. It's like
Really?
unless they are
No.
prepared to take a loss, which I can't see Sony doing. I don't know how they're going to, like, especially with everything that's gone on this year. If they're going to release it in October, which is supposed to be leaked, is supposed to be coming out. I don't know how I don't think many people are going to be buying it
yeah. Well, I mean,
or
like
any console.
that was a
really.
thing that happened like already. They were like it had already come out as like being super overpriced,
Yeah,
and now we're watching like the graphics overhauls that they've been doing.
yeah.
It's all
Like-
starting to like look like it is going to be really expensive, and
But I mean, the X series is pretty close in terms of hardware specs, isn't it?
It's not far off. I think,
Like-
Dale, did you say the graphics was different?
well,
or-
I don't know. That's what I was trying to like figure out is like what those guys from like Epic were talking about yesterday. Like they were like saying like how like the PS5's like I don't even remember, and I don't know my notes.
I can't see it being that much more powerful.
No, it's not gonna be too much more powerful, but because like they're constantly competing with each other, and they so
yeah.
Yeah.
There's
I
no
mean,
way.
the Xbox is a tower, and that takes up less space on my desk, so it wins.
Did you see how big it was behind the guy? If you watched the actual thing, it was huge, wasn't it? Did you see the size of it behind him?
What? Oh,
It
the
was as big as
fridge.
a fridge.
Yeah.
Is it still going to be using discs, or are they moving to an all digital platform?
I think it's called disc.
It has a disc tray, I think. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I wonder how long that's going to be a thing for.
Not much longer.
Yeah.
Not
Just
much.
get rid of
Yeah,
it.
'cause I mean the Xbox, the One S, all digital or something. Didn't
Nope.
I have a 1S and it's got a disc tray, so no.
they? I know they came out with an all digital edition.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah,
did.
it was.
Yeah.
You wouldn't believe how many times I had to repeatedly look at the advert for that console just to make sure it had a disc tray in it. Because I kept assuming it was all digital.
That's why I'm kind of surprised that they're still having disc trays, because I mean, like my laptop doesn't come with disc trays anymore.
Yeah.
A lot of newer computers and machines like that don't. So.
Yeah,
I
think-
chose not to have one on my computer.
I think the
Yeah, I
problem
mean-
is with the cons. I think the problem with the consoles is that the game developers create like these special edition, limited edition sort of games for it. They go, oh, you get all these statue and figures with the game, and then it's like, yeah, unless they start doing it as the same thing, but here's a digital code.
I am tempted to buy a digital copy of Cyberpunk. I've got the money.
They get delayed for another year, so don't worry about it.
Chris?
As I said, I don't think it's going to be delayed, because I mean, if they've already rated the games, it means they've sent it off to the ratings agencies, and it's pretty, because they would have played through it quite extensively to see what type of violence and drug usage and all the rest of it that's in it. So the game's pretty close to completion from what I've read. It'll just be spit and polish now.
Hopefully, it doesn't have gambling in it for Andy's sake.
Oh yeah, because fucking Rockstar, apparently we don't gamble in this country. Even though Lloyd was bored yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, there's a casino not too far away from you."
There's literally a casino down the road from him.
Oh, we don't
But
gamble
Rockstar
in-
don't know.
America.
Other announcements. Pro Skater. The
Oh, I saw that. That
the
looks
recollector, yeah. Looks incredible. The collector's edition comes with a skateboard, I think, unless I read it wrong.
Oh.
But it looks like it does.
How are they
Very
going to deliver a skateboard?
No idea. Throw it through your window. How are you going to skateboard in lockdown?
You just
Up and down your gallop.
You're gonna grind the rail on your fucking staircase.
Oh man, sick.
Yeah.
And the
That's what people
Mafia,
are, man.
Mafia
Mafia
collection. That's also a thing that's coming out. I saw it today. I think that was announced today, actually. Maybe, I don't know.
Bro, we can't talk. If it was announced today, can't talk about that. We're talking about the showcase. Well, no, go on.
We're talking about all the
That's a
news.
No, that's a whole other podcast.
We're talking about the news.
It's a news podcast, Chris.
That's, we're an informative podcast. That's what we do here.
And informal, if that's what he was going to go with. Isn't
No,
it?
no, I said the word I wanted to.
Yeah. And Tony Hawk is back. That's the main thing.
What? Where did he go?
Well, I haven't seen him in the limelight for a while. Saying that, though, I did see a suggested video on YouTube yesterday, which was Jack Black playing
Okay.
the old Tony Hawk Pro Skaters
Okay.
with Tony Hawk sitting next to him.
All right. We're at that point of the podcast. Anything else?
No, just a
This
disappointment.
might as well be like a shoulder one because like there really
Well,
wasn't
it
that
is.
much news.
No, we might have more to talk with if they start showing gameplay.
That's very optimistic of you.
Yeah.
Andy, anything you want to say to close us
I
out?
mean, you guys would have known more about it because you guys actually watched the showcases and everything. So you'd be the one to close things out.
All right, Lloyd. I don't know my notes.
I said my piece. I only wanted to get across Yakuza had a new game coming out. That's the whole reason why I'm here.
You and Yakuza, man. Ah.
Chris,
Dale.
anything?
No, I'd nodded off. What?
We'll see
Okay.
you after the next video then.
This seemed
Stay
very.
safe out
This seemed
there.
as unnecessary as the Xbox showcase.
Yeah,
Yes.
stay safe out there. It's like
Stay safe.
148,000 people in England have been
Yeah.
infected with the virus in the past 2 weeks. So
In England,
yeah,
if
get out of England, just in general.
and if you're
It's the
English,
safest thing.
do not come to Wales. Fuck
Yeah.
off. We don't want you.